up everyone, this is Draco Evolve back again, yet again with some latest Manchester United transfer news and speculation. And I'm sure you guys have noticed there's a bit of a new layout and more will come, more will pop up across your screen, I'm sure, just to kind of upgrade a little bit in terms of my presentation to you guys, because I know I am getting a lot of traffic, I'm getting a lot of interested viewers. So I thought, you know what, it's respectful of me to show my artwork, which is not the best. And obviously you got my social media more clear at the bottom, so do go and check them out, and do give me a follow if you like what you see. I normally start off these videos off with a comment from previous video, but I'm going to do that in the middle of the video, so I'm going to dive straight into the transfer. So today we are covering latest on Harry Maguire transfer, some latest news on Paulo Dybala's potential transfer, and obviously we have signed or on the verge of signing a wonder kid from Monaco, a 16-year-old wonder kid. So we'll be covering a bit of that, and also what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had to say in his press conference in regards to transfer. So straight up, first out of the bat, you can see is Harry Maguire. So according to reports, we are poised to make a record £80 million transfer for Harry Maguire. Obviously the previous record was £75 million for Virgil van Dijk, but now it seems like we have upped our bid, or we are going to be upping our bid for £80 million for Harry Maguire. Now we know that Harry Maguire was apparently sick on Monday and did not attend training, but he did return the next day. Brendan Rodgers, manager of Leicester City, has said that he's calm, he's comfortable, they don't need to sell, they don't have to sell. And obviously there are reports coming out that Harry Maguire is getting a little bit frustrated and he feels as if he is being held back by the transfer fee. Now in Harry Maguire, I've covered it over and over again that Harry Maguire will be a good signing for us. For me personally, £80 million is a lot of money, and Leicester are just being greedy. It's as simple as that. They know we are desperate for a defender. They know our plan and policy is to sign British talent, British players, and they are simply, and they know we got money. It's as simple as that. They are simply just raising the price up and up and up. But reports are saying that £80 million is what they are looking for, and should £80 million come in, we will have him. As far as reports are confirmed, I mean, there are no confirmation of this transfer, of what's happening in the background as of yet, but journalists, some reliable journalists and sources are coming out that we have offered them £70 million, apparently with a £10 million add-on. Leicester wants £80 million straight up, so you can see where that is heading. I am not sure what's happening at the moment. There hasn't been any updates or credible updates since the update that we got last Monday in terms of him being sick. So there we have it, guys. That's the latest on Harry Maguire. It is dragging along a little bit and it is getting a little bit frustrating, and I can understand you guys coming in, and in my channel, in other channels as well, they're covering the same thing over and over again because we are being told the same thing over and over again. The press are reporting same stories, rehashing, adding a bit of £10 million, adding a bit of £5 million here and there, and you know, there's no interest apparently, and that's where maybe there is a concern that Leicester are pricing him out of the market, and it seems like we might be moving for other targets. I believe there was a paper reports that Diop is our target if Leicester are not willing to budge or negotiate or throw out ridiculous fees. I don't mind him as long as we get Diop for cheaper than Harry Maguire, because clearly Harry Maguire, there is, and as I said, he's not worth more than, for me personally, £50-60 million, but there is a premium that you're paying in terms of you're paying a premium for British players. It's as simple as that, and that easily adds £15-20 million on top, as long as well as the fact that you are buying it off a potential rival. Now I say potential rival, Everton are not a top 4 team, but in general they are in and around the top 6, much like us, obviously, as we go through the rebuilding process. But that's the latest on Harry Maguire. We are going to move on to the comments section. So obviously a couple of days ago I broke the news around Paulo Dybala's potential swap deal with Lukaku, and we will cover that in depth in my second half of the video. But the first comment comes from Twisted Tracks and Travel. Do give him a follow. He's a fantastic guy. He's been supporting me for a very long time now, and he's always contributing to my channel. He's always got things constructive to say. He's got a bit clued on as well as to what's happening, not certain people that's commenting and just saying, spouting crap really. And I'm not afraid to say it. I'll say it straight up. I'm not that type of guy that you can walk over. Let's just put it this way. If you're spouting crap in the comment section without seeing the video, reading the articles, and you're chatting shit, I will let you know. That's the only way to deal with it. Simple as that. But anyway, Twisted Tracks and Travel says, does anyone think that you've only want him because they see him as a major threat at Inter Milan? Personally, for me, I have no idea what Juventus seeing him. It's as simple as that. I have no idea. I mean, surely they have scouted him. Surely they have seen him enough times to know that, you know what, he's actually not a very good player, especially concerning the swap deal with Dybala, who's a fantastic player. He just had a poor season last season. That's due to Ronaldo's playing more centrally, but before that, Dybala has a fantastic season. He was shy of world class, so Dybala can be a very good player for us. For them to come out and suddenly say let's swap Dybala for Lukaku, it's a bit strange for me, and I genuinely believe maybe they are stifling out Inter Milan. I do believe that. So you never know. The Inter Milan is a rival. We can root your rival. Also, Antonio Conte, when he left Inter Milan years back, he did not leave on good terms with the Inter Milan president. And there were reports and articles that I've been reading today that he wants to make Antonio Conte's job, I'm talking about Juventus's Inter Milan's Juventus president, that he wants to make Antonio Conte's job as hard as possible, given the fact that the relationship they had when he was at Juventus, when he left for apparently the same reason, as if he didn't get the transfer targets he wanted and he just left. That's the reports coming out, which is very unprofessional but very tactical. But anyway, thanks for the comment, and I'll move on to the next bit of news, which is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is comfortable and confirmed that we are still working on more signings. Again, it's a slow process. He said, we are looking good, Solskjaer told Sky Sports News. Of course, we've been working on a few cases over the summer. It's never easy. The club has been very good and the market is very hard. We're trying to get to the start of the season with the squad that we want. Now, obviously, when he says, for me, market is very hard, I reckon in terms of transfer fee, what they are requesting. But I think Ed Woodward is playing the ball where he wants to save as much money as possible. He doesn't want to be overpaying on players like previous seasons and them not working out. Hence why the negotiations are taking much longer than anticipated. The worry here is it's not the finances. We got the financial power. The worry here is you're haggling over 5 to 10 million pounds, and then you're wasting time, and then you ended up paying these players that same amount. And these players are coming in very late. Hence why it takes them longer to adapt to the system, adapt to the new philosophy, adapt to the tactics, and adapt to the culture. You know, you're in a new city. Especially in some cases like Dybala, he's going to have to come in and adapt to the language, the culture, the city, the weather, the tactics, the players around them. There's a lot to work on, and he might not be ready for the start of the season, even though he might be fit, but he might not be ready tactically. And this is the problem I'll have, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will have as well. But this what Ole had to say. Obviously, we are targeting youngsters, you can see, and we're going to go into the next youngster. I gave away crap. Okay. Apparently, we are in the process of signing a 16-year-old player from a midfielder who's for £9 million from Monaco. Negotiations are kind of in progress. Apparently, his family had a bad time with Monaco and his contracts have stalled and he wants to leave, and Manchester United have swooped in and the negotiations are happening in the background to take this 16-year-old player to Old Trafford. I don't know nothing about this player. I know that he's a midfielder and I know he's a wonder kid, and anyone coming out of Monaco will be good, and for a 16-year-old to pay £9 million means that he must be a good player. There's something that we see in him, something that Ole sees in him, that he can be one of the futures in the club. He's a midfielder. We got James Garner in the midfield position as well. So who knows? They might be molded together to come through the system, and in 3-4 years down the line, they might be able to take over that midfield. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What you think of that player? I can't remember his name, to be honest. Very unprofessional for me. Sorry, my bad. But moving on to the final bit of news, which is an update on Paulo Dybala. So we all know that Paulo Dybala's swap deal, and he's not happy at Juventus. Well, he is happy at Juventus, but Juventus are not happy with him, particularly Sarri, who does not see him part of his new system. So he was on holiday, and Fabrizio Romano, who's a tier 1, if you're into this sort of thing, that poster is posted, as you can see on the screen, that Dybala is back from his holiday. He landed right into Turin about 6 hours ago, and he'll meet with Sarri soon. Then he'll decide his future about Manchester United's bid. That's the story around Paulo Dybala. So it is increasingly appearing the fact that oh, that's the player, sorry, Hannibal Mejbri, that's the player, that's a 16-year-old. And I've had him, and I don't know why Dybala's picture was there. I thought I had the Dybala article open, but apparently he has landed in Turin. He will decide, God knows when. It's supposed to be some sort of, he landed in the morning, and in the afternoon we'll get some sort of news. There are reports coming around that United have been given the green light. Dybala wants to come to Old Trafford because Sarri has told him that he's not part of the plan, and the marketing team for United have started to work on unveiling Dybala as a player on Saturday, which, I don't know, it seems strange. I mean, the last signing we did, Wan-Bissaka, was announced on a Saturday, right? Revealed on a Saturday. He was announced a few days beforehand, but he was revealed on a Saturday. So there you have it. That's the latest on Dybala. He's back in Turin. He's apparently going to be meeting up with Sarri. And there's a baby crying outside. Oh my god, this is apparently going to meet Sarri, and Sarri is going to tell him that he's not part of the plans, and Dybala will be swapped, going into medical, swapped with Lukaku. There are reports that it's not actually a straight swap, that we are paying up to £20 million fee up front, which is good. I don't mind for that, getting rid of Dybala, Lukaku, and adding £20 million to get Dybala. The thing is that there are reports coming around that he wants a £10 million a year, or some reports saying £20 million a year, a week for his services, which puts him around 300 to 350k a week. That is too much for a player that's coming in who we don't know if he's going to be a succeed, if he will succeed. But to be on par with the likes of, say, Pogba, De Gea already, that will mess around with a lot of players in terms of our wage structure. We should not be putting him at that much at first if the reports are true. Obviously, if and when the deal is done, we'll find out more around his details. But anyways, guys, that's the latest updates on Harry Maguire and Paulo Dybala, including the new youngster we're after, and some breaking news around Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's press conference. If you are new to the channel, do consider subscribing to get daily content updates on transfers that's happening, transfer speculation that's happening. And if you are an old subscriber, welcome back. Make sure you smash the like button and let me know your thoughts on the comments below, whatever you feel about these transfers. If you dislike the video, but do let me know why you disliked the video and what I can improve on, or what you feel about this news. Again, just before I end the video, the video is all around speculation. It's news. Some of them are unconfirmed, some of them are confirmed, and I am just a messenger. But until then, I catch you guys in the next upload.